Well, good morning, everyone. I am delighted to be here, and I'm always happy to be here with Destination DC and Elliot Ferguson. Please give Elliot and his whole team a big round of applause. I'm also thrilled to be here at the beautiful Waldorf Astoria. Isn't she lovely? I want to thank and congratulate the new team here, Sini and the Waldorf Astoria and your entire team. I know I speak for a lot of people when I say we're looking forward to coming here for many events, going to the beautiful bars, looking at the beautiful chandeliers, staying in the rooms, and all that you have to offer. So welcome again. Last year, when I was here for the Outlook meeting, I left kind of sad. We got some tough talk, didn't we, Elliot? You told us what we were dealing with, what we needed to do to come back. And I know I left that meeting very focused on all that I could do as the leader of our beautiful city to galvanize all of our agencies and all of our resources to make sure that our very important hospitality industry was coming back. So today, when I leave this meeting, I'm going to be very, very happy. I know that we heard numbers where we were 13 million visitors in 2020 during the pandemic. We're up to 19 million visitors in 2021, and that's a comeback. And I know we'll have even higher numbers next year. So last year, we launched a pretty big campaign, and Elliot has been pretty direct in what he needs and how he would like to engage with all of you over the coming year, not only to maximize your investment in Destination DC, but to maximize our outcomes for next year. And part of what I did when I left the meeting last year was figure out how DC government could invest more and partner more with hospitality. So we launched, and I made a budget commitment, and we launched a big campaign with Destination DC to make sure that everyone knows that DC is open. Will you help me? And you saw the description of the citywides, but there's so many things that you can help us amplify. Just for example, I went to the convention center, and I want to thank our team at the convention center for an event that's happened here 8 years called the Ubiquitous Women's Expo. And it focuses on the beauty business, which is a big business. And it focuses on women who are largely entrepreneurs in the beauty business. And this weekend was their first weekend back since COVID. So we want to thank them for all that they do. Tomorrow, we'll be kicking off 202 Creates, which is a month-long celebration of the arts. The DC Jazz Fest is also celebrating right now. Also this month, with the Congressional Black Caucus, we'll be celebrating our focus on outcomes for women in maternal and infant health. You already heard that we will host the National Women's Soccer League Championship at Audi Field, as well as the All-Star Game next year. Now, Elliot kind of quickly talked about the fact that we're the District of Champions, and it's true, we are. We've made a huge investment in our stadiums, including Nats Park, Audi Field, and the entertainment and sports arena, and it happens that they've all become champions. So we're going to keep working on our investment in our sports capital. And the reason why we emphasize that, and I know you know this, that we have to tell people that yes, We have beautiful monuments and memorials, but we're more than our federal presence. We're neighborhoods, we're sports, we're restaurants, and we're nightlife and culture. And so I know that you will continue to help us do that. We built the facilities, and because we built the facilities, people are experiencing them in all kinds of ways. Nats Park, of course, is home of our nationals. But we also see our entertainers coming back and filling the stadiums. Lady Gaga was just here. Bad Bunny. If you haven't seen Bad Bunny, you might want to check him out. And we know that park is also surrounded by great restaurants, housing, and entertainment. Our rivers are also back, the Anacostia and the Potomac rivers. We are really taking advantage of those waterfronts, not just for the beautiful hotel facilities, but the outdoor activities as well. Part of our commitment to our comeback is also creating more destinations and having the city support different events that we haven't always been engaged in as a financial partner. But in the last year, I've funded a fund, a $2.5 million fund called DC Family Fund Destinations. And this will allow our different partners, whether they're our bids or other partner organizations, to think about our different public spaces and how to activate them to attract families with family events. We've invested $2 million with Reimagine DC Tourism. We've also invested another $750,000 for large event sponsorship, which will help us attract more festivals, large conferences, and other special events. You may have heard that we hosted something in the water with Pharrell Williams. It was a first-time event like that for us, where the city was a major sponsor, but we're looking forward to doing more and more of those events as well. We also have funded the Special Events Relief Fund, which helps perennial events like the 8th Street Festival, the Downtown Holiday Market, the Cherry Blossom Festival, Capitol Pride, and the DC Bike Ride, which is a 20-mile bike ride I think I'm going to be in a couple of weeks. We also look at just our internal assets to see how we can spruce them up, like Franklin Park, which is in downtown Washington, which has gotten an incredible makeover. So if you are thinking about some of those funds that I just mentioned, Franklin Park would be a great venue. The new boat on the C&O Canal in Georgetown is another example of how we spruced up some of our major assets that are now new destinations. So oftentimes I say this, and it continues to be true. People look at your business sometimes and think it is all fun and games. And a lot of times it is a lot of fun and games. I've been on one of these trips, or a few of these trips with Destination DC. Some people were having fun. I was working from sun up to sundown talking about our destination. And I have the privilege of being born here and raised here, and I get to be mayor of my hometown. I think you've heard one of my first jobs in high school was in hospitality. I was a tour guide. So I experienced talking about DC and sharing my love of DC. And now as your mayor, I have the opportunity to make sure we're using our resources to get the investments you need to attract people to Washington. Those people who live around here, people who are having staycations, the international travelers, they're coming back, and we're going to be ready for them because DC is open. Thank you, everybody.